what opportunities and challenges you have been through and you would like to give advice to people, those who are watching.
And I loved interacting with people, connecting with people. So that was an option I had so that I can spend time with my family as well as, give back to the thing and build, to be available there. So that made me need to see what next can be possible. That
People, those who are starting their business in Dubai or GCC or looking for expansion, what important things they should keep in mind when they are going in a career shift from?
they choose other aspects to grow in. Now, if you want to change of career, the very first thing you need to do is go down and do your homework.
It's amazing. I believe it's a great hand-holding consulting firm
Yes.
which helps people to grow their career or to shape up and expand their business. I always say a good consulting is like a good parenting,
Yeah.
and believe that. Hello and welcome to Business with Neeja in Dubai. I'm your host Neelam, and today we have a very special guest, Dr. Sara. She is an expert in medical profession and now as a director consultant in Career Athena, she has fascinating insights to share upon the business in Dubai. Let's welcome and stay tuned for Dr. Sara. Welcome, Dr. Sara.
Thank you, Neelam. Thank you so much for having me with you.
It's our pleasure to have you today, and I'm sure we will be having a lot of chit chats and fruitful conversation related to your field, and it's going to be a very insightful session for our viewers. Dr. Sara, I would like to start with the questions which we generally receive from our viewers. Firstly, I would like to know a little bit about your journey from medical profession to a consultant and being in Dubai, how it has helped you.
Neelam, my medical professional journey was out of passion. I always wanted to be a doctor, and I became a dentist because I wanted to help people, and this was from very early in my childhood. This want to be useful and helpful to people, and my journey into medical science was from that. Coming back to Dubai after my studies, I grew up in Dubai. It showed me that I needed to use my time as best possible, my capabilities as best possible. And by then I was a mother, and I wanted to spend some time, be available for my children, my child. And that brought me to what other options need to be done so I'm available for the family. And I loved interacting with people, connecting with people. So that was an option I had so that I can spend time with my family as well as, give back to the thing and supplement the family income, or let's say build a career out of that. So that brought me into the commercial aspect of the medical industry. When I say commercial, I'm like, how does medical trading, pharmaceutical industry help the medical fraternity, right? So that's what brought me into that realm or that area of the medical industry, and connecting with people, sharing our, the knowledge, understanding how the medicines work or how the treatments or the products that we were offering to the clinics and the hospitals, and giving it medical reasoning to it is what probably helped me succeed in that area of the career choice there.
I'm sure the journey has been fulfilling and very inspiring, and this part is very, I think, can be very inspirational for the women entrepreneurs or the women those who are aspiring to do something in their careers, along with their family things like kids and family values and household chores and all. So, I have a question for you, Dr. Sara, that being in Dubai and in medical profession, what opportunities and challenges you have been through and you would like to give advice to people, those who are watching, that can come across into the career?
Neelam, I'm going to expand that question a little bit more. It's not just about the medical profession, right?
Mm.
One of the main aspects in choosing or moving ahead in a career, being a family oriented individual, is you need to recognize the talents or the abilities you have as an individual.
True.
We are educated in a certain industry, or let's say we choose a certain stream to further our knowledge. And as women, when we move into family life, there are very many people who may not be in a situation to continue working in that same stream that they have taken their knowledge or the education in.
True. For instance, we all have been through that
Yeah, I
phase.
mean, you,
Yeah.
you could be an engineer, but you will not be able to work in an engineering oriented field. Or in my case, I was a very passionate person who wanted to be a doctor for forever from childhood. But then I came to a point where the timings in clinics would not allow me to spend time with my children, to be available there. So that made me need to see what next can be possible that I can. So to give up career in medicine was a very difficult decision, but then all I looked at that time was that it's my children, it's my family life, then I need to be available for that. So that same situation is there in many women. What my advice to them is, recognize what are the talents you have and identify where you can be useful and where you can assist or build a life, a career from what is possible. Now, just because you are educated in one stream does not mean that you can do only that.
True, very true. Now, hobby-based professions are booming, and
Yes.
everybody are taking, we can say, break from their regular
Correct,
career,
correct.
and they're pursuing
And
hobby-based.
it should be the realm, because if you are passionate about something, that's what will guide you to want to do it while you are having a full time family life to look after too, right? So, any profession, if you are in a situation where you are going to need to take a choice or make a decision, a selection, then I would advise everybody to sit back and understand what you are good at, what can you do, and see how you can fit or fill the gaps that are there in the industry generally,
True.
and go for it.
Everybody has some talent, and
course.
making your passion into your profession is something which can
Yeah.
be another platform to start your
Absolutely,
career,
absolutely,
to give you a
absolutely.
second chance or something. Absolutely amazing. I want to know more, like, what philosophies you have followed or you will advise people as a leader to become a successful leader, like as a director consultant or a medical profession, or as in general, like.
See, one universal philosophy that I truly believe in is, if you have done it, you would know how to do it the best way possible. And that for me stands in every realm, every area of your life. If you have done hands on, then you know exactly what your team is probably experiencing, and you have worked out a situation that can finish that job the best possible way. It is cross industry, the same thing that'll pan out. And that's what I bring, or I have done in my life, in my career, in my personal life as well. Any situation comes to across as an opportunity to find ways to make it happen. It's a challenge, okay? Some may be easy, some may be a little difficult. Well, then you go back and you pull out all your skills, your critical thinking, your time management, your problem solving skills, your team bonding, building, you name it. All those soft skills that are required to complete a leadership journey. And
True, very true. Yeah.
you lead by example,
Example.
not by command and demand. You lead by example, and I believe, and I like to believe that I've been a leader through my life, career, as a mentor. I have always wanted my team, my colleagues to learn and grow in themselves. Not keep. And I believe knowledge is something that needs to flow. You can't keep it with you, and it will not serve anybody's purpose by holding on to what you know. It should be shared, right? So for me, these two philosophies work best for me in anything that I do, be it my personal life or my professional life. It's lead by example.
So I would like to know what is the ideology behind Career Athena and how Career Athena is different from other consultants. I'm sure you have something amazing to add to this question, and I'm very, very curious to know about what your company is doing.
See, Career Athena is a term that was coined by my son.
Great. Okay.
While we were just thinking about, names, he suggested the name,
Okay.
and it resonated very well because Athena is a Greek princess, and she's a warrior princess. So her main
Okay.
thing is she's known for wisdom. So she had handled, the mythology is that, or history is that, she used to handle all her decisions with a lot of wisdom, and she took challenges, and she was a warrior in that. So for me, with so many of the cycles that I have been through in my life and my career, professionally and personally, that name resonated very well, and I have everything to hand it over to my eldest son Pratik to give me the choice of names. Now, you did ask me how Athena is different.
Different,
Athena is
yes.
different from the others. Now, it's a consulting firm, right? So what we do is, when it comes to business consulting, there are different aspects of business consulting that are existent. Of course, like you have your business setup where you begin the business, right?
Yes.
Well, and then you have also consultancies where you help the companies to understand the financial implications and the follow up of their business. Or let's say, Career Athena's role, consultancy, comes in between both, where the role is, or the consultancy helps businesses build strategies and implement them. So you go through operational aspects of running a business, and we consult and give ideas that can help grow the business. So the term Career Athena means that you are bringing in a wisdom to how to improve and grow the career of an individual or career of your business. So it's a growth consultancy concept.
It's amazing. I believe it's a great hand-holding consulting firm
Yes.
which helps people to grow their career or to shape up and expand their business. I always say a good consulting is like a good parenting,
Yeah.
and believe that Career Athena is doing that job very well. So here I have another question for you after that.
Please.
I would like to know people, those who are starting their business in Dubai or GCC or looking for expansion, what important things they should keep in mind when they are going in a career shift from one stream to another. That I think can help them a lot.
Career change is something that we are seeing very, very commonly happening right now.
Yes, exactly.
And that is actually not surprising, because as human beings, we tend to grow in a certain realm, and then we need more. So they choose other aspects to grow in. Now, if you want a change of career, the very first thing you need to do is go down and do your homework. Where are you going to, or do you want to see yourself reach? And by this change of career, is it going to get you there? If it is, how? And that how will tell you what to do to start and bring that change. So, doing your homework, your reading, your research is very, very important before you take that change. Now, having taken a change, if you move ahead and you realize that it's not proceeding as you thought, it's okay, because you are allowed to make those understandings, learnings, and grow from that. Now, I personally in my life have a belief that there are no mistakes that you can't learn from. If you don't use situations that didn't go exactly as you planned as your learnings, then you will never grow further from where you are. So, every incident in life that didn't go exactly as you planned taught you something. And the only thing that I advise my friends, my family, my children is take the teaching, the learning from that and move on. No point in going back and analyzing and hitting yourself hard. Take it as a learning, take the positives out of that, and proceed.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, as I understand, Dr. Sara, that Career Athena is not only a consulting related to your profession as a medical practitioner. I believe you have a lot more into the same line of business. What's your vision and mission for Career Athena?
See, Career Athena as a consulting company handles two verticals. One is the business consulting that we offer. I told you operational related business consulting that we give to our clients. The other arm that Cariathena does is to build the skills that are required for aspiring leaders. You may be middle management, you may be a young individual who wants to move into management. For those individuals, we offer leadership skills coaching. It's a digital platform. And we can also teach the technical skills, be it project management, strategic planning. It could be to understand the PNL, how to read it. So these are a little bit advanced training coaching that we give in Career Athena. And the entire concept of consulting, my background being medical, my experience being medical, yes, I connect a lot with the medical industry in my experience. But what Career Athena offers is not only the medical industry. What it does is the business acumen that I have built over with experience over these last 27 years, having handled so many challenges and so many situations. Though that is what I'm offering to the market, to the industry, which means it could be any industry, not necessarily medical. But the concepts of how to grow and expand the business, this remains similar across the industry. So the technical skills that are required for each industry, that is your existing team. So what we use all as a consulting firm is we come in with the fresh perspective, understanding what the mission or the goal of the company is, and how the team is translating that into execution. That path is what we consult, and we guide them with a fresh perspective on how to reach their existing goals, understand what the team's strengths, what needs improvement. If the team requires additional skills, we coach them on that, assist the HR in hiring the right talents. So all these fall into the package of our consulting.
I want to know, apart from the entrepreneurs or the people, those who want to start the business here, there are students or there are the viewers who are studying or taking their education into medical. What are the career options for them here in Dubai or GCC where they can get jobs and find employment, and later on they can shape it to a rewarding career into their they can take their own licenses and start their business also.
You mean the medical professionals?
Yes.
See, medical professionals, I will always advise them, if the role or if the being a medical doctor is a passion for you,
Yes.
then that should be your priority, because it is not just a career. Okay, being, and that was very important for me, because no matter what I do, I will always be a doctor. Deep down, I analyze things as a doctor. Now, even for the consulting in a company, what I tell people is I use the medical knowledge there. How? Because you first, in a company, what I do is you first understand what is the health, or what is the goal. The goal for me is the health of the company, right? What did the owners or the initial concept targets are? That's the health of the. And then you go in to diagnose why this was not reached, what changed. So that's diagnostic. Once you understand that, you get the diagnosis done, then you find ways how to bring the health into the company, which is the treatment plan. So I take it as that. Now, that's because my passion was being a doctor, right? So I combined that with the business, and the consulting that I'm doing is that. For any young aspiring doctors, when they come in, if your passion is the medical industry, like I said, stay in the medical industry and work as a doctor. Of course, the licensing and all the requirements are there. Need to follow that. Should that need a different channel, then you have the medical industry itself. You have different options, like what I chose, or what I moved on into the trading faculty, where you can be, how do I say, medrep. You can move into the trading realm. You can grow into the management role from there. You can go into research. You can assist pharmaceutical companies in the research realm of the things. Yes, and consulting becomes a easy, viable option. You can do now in today's realm. Digital forum is quite a bit. So your expertise comes up in your forums, where you sit down, you talk to people, and you expand from that. So being a medical professional doesn't mean that you are.
Of course, there are massive opportunities. I understand that even if you are specialized in a special category, you can do business or you can pursue your career
Absolutely.
in many streams.
Absolutely.
So there are endless opportunities in Dubai. Of course, now in entire GCC, career opportunities are booming.
Yeah.
Dr. Sara, do you have some advice on what all professions or businesses are booming in recent time? Maybe it's not related to medical, any other. As a consultant, can you advise us?
Dubai is a land of opportunities. It has been for a very, very long time. And the one thing, there isn't a certain industry that I would say go for that. Because it depends on you as an individual. You can make a difference. It can be a completely saturated industry. But if you have an innovative idea into the same saturated industry, it will fly. You can start a new restaurant, and that will get noticed because it brings something new. Innovation and new ideas, there's always scope for that.
That's well said, Dr. Sara, that innovation is something which can keep you going even if the market is already saturated. There is no point called saturation if creativity is
Yes.
there. You have to bring in some new ideas, and
Yes.
consistency is the key when it comes to the career.
Correct.
While it's employment or it's business, of course. So I believe that's well said. And I would like to ask you a very, it's going to be the last question for this session. How do you delegate and empower the team? What are the ethics in short, if we have to say?
Yeah, see, I like I told you earlier, I'm a mentor kind of a leader, right? And because I have been where they are, I know exactly what will help them get to the next last step. So my role there is that if you want to tomorrow be a manager, you need to observe, learn, and understand what are the skills that you feel you need to add to yourself. Equip yourself with those skills. And something that is very, very important when you grow is to work together as a team. I always believe that success comes in not alone. I think there is a very interesting, a very nice saying that I enjoy is, if you want to move and be successful, you need to understand what your strengths are and what others bring together as a team, and then take it further from there, right? So you can go far and long if you are together. If you want to just be an individual, you just go high and above. That is not going to take you too high, right? Far and long, you go together as a team.
Exactly, and we should always allow the teams to play
Yes,
on their
yes,
strengths, not to
yes.
micromanage. We always hear these things, but we have to implement those things. Very true. It really has been a very, very insightful session, Dr. Sara. I myself learned a lot of things, and it's always inspiring to hear from the women entrepreneurs, those who have done a lot in their lives apart from their family lives, taking the careers to a next level. I believe there will be a lot of queries coming from the viewers. You can anyone has questions and queries for Dr. Sara. There are the details below the podcast. You can directly email to her and get in touch with her. For your career expansion or launching your business in Dubai, we are always here with Neeja Corporate Services. You can get in touch with our team. Talk to us directly. Keep watching, keep supporting. Subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out the next podcast.